Congressman, what is different here than what McCarthy passed?
This is different in that it's taking the 12 appropriation bills and is dividing them into two parts. So it's a two-step process. And so you have the first four appropriation bills: agriculture, energy and water, military, VA, Veterans Affairs, transportation, and housing and urban development. Those four are going to be expiring in January in the 19th of January of this next year. And then the remaining bills are going to expire February 2nd. So the other 8 bills will expire later. And the idea is that the goal is that you're keeping the Senate engaged. You're trying to keep them working to actually pass the appropriation bills, and to not do what they've done for 27 years, which is jam us with a omnibus bill right before Christmas. So this puts us past Christmas, so that deadline is not going to be of a concern. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that we're not going to fight. At some point, we're going to have to fight, and hopefully we fight in January.
I'm sorry, Representative Burleson, Terrence Bates here. As I'm listening to you, I'm thinking, given the timeline, all right, so you've got January, mid-January, basically get all this done. But in between that, between now and then, you've got Thanksgiving holiday, you've got the Christmas holiday, which means there's a limited time frame to get all of this done, which I'm sorry, but as the cynic here, I'm concerned that it won't get done and we'll be kicking this can down the road again, or we won't get this done. Please help me understand it.
You're not wrong. And that's why I voted against this. I was not supportive of doing a clean CR. I think that we need to create motivation for the Senate. I would have supported putting, for example, the aid to Israel with the offsets that are being pulled from the IRS agents, place that on the bill and force them to pass that. Or place House H.R. 2, which was a bill that forces the Biden administration to secure the border. It forces in place the Remain in Mexico policy that was so successful under Donald Trump. Put that on their plate. Put that on a CR. Send it over. Make them take it. And then walk away and let them be the arbiters of the shutdown. That's the kind of bold steps that we need to take. And I'm woefully disappointed that we're not doing it now. We're just delaying the fight. But hopefully this coming January, with enough encouragement, we will be fighting and have a little bit more backbone in the fight.
Congressman David Brody here in D.C., you say you're woefully disappointed. What about Speaker Mike Johnson? What grade do you give him so far? How much leeway does he get? He's in the honeymoon phase. He's not Kevin McCarthy. He doesn't have that baggage at all. And I'm curious to get your take on that and what your message to the America First movement is, who basically say, uh-oh, here we go again. What do you say?
Yeah, here's my response. He had almost no space. He was elected 3 weeks ago. He had no room to figure out a different or an alternative path. So I think that I'm going to give him some grace. I'm going to give him some runway personally, right. But it doesn't mean that I have to support a policy. It doesn't mean that I have to vote for something that I disagree with. And so, sure, I understand that he had to pass a clean CR. He had to do so to get Democrats to vote for it. But right now, I'm going to withhold judgment until we get into the fights in January.
Mm-hmm. Representative Burleson, I'm just going to say, I think we are all judging, particularly as taxpayers here in the United States. We are definitely not withholding judgment, but I won't hold that against you. I do want to switch gears a little bit and talk about Joe Biden's meeting with the CCP dictator Xi Jinping in San Francisco. That, of course, is happening in short order. Do you think that Hunter Biden will actually be traveling to this meeting with his father or maybe his brother James, given the fact, I say that jokingly, but with a tinge of seriousness, given the fact that the CCP, has had these business relationships and ties with the Biden family. Let's just be honest about it.
Yeah, the most recent thing that we discovered in oversight is that the $40,000 payment that was made from Hunter to Joe Biden, his father, as a loan repayment, quote unquote, loan repayment. It just so happens that $40,000 is 10% of the $400,000 payment that Hunter received from the Chinese energy company. Which, as you know, that was well documented in the Hunter Biden laptop that 10% would go to the big guy. So we are going to continue to investigate this. And it's shameful that Biden continued to fly his son all around. The most recent trip, if I recall, was he took him to Ireland. And we knew from the Hunter Biden laptop that there was a request from Jim and Hunter to go to do business in Ireland, to carry their family business to entities in Ireland. So it's a blatant misuse of taxpayer funds to help or enhance his son's business, his brother's business. And that may be just the simplest part of this. It may be much worse in that Joe Biden directly is receiving bribes to change foreign policy of the United States.
Yeah, I want to shift gears even one more time, Eric, and just get you to Congressman. Excuse me, I've known you for too long.
Call me Eric.
And get your take on this Cuban shaman running out of Arizona on the Libertarian Party ticket for Congress. What do you make of that whole thing? Any thoughts?
Well, God bless America. That's what's great about America. Now, I will say, this guy never should have been imprisoned, especially for as long as he was. It was awful. Did anyone actually believe that a person wearing buffalo horns is going to take over the Capitol? Right? Like that's really a coup of some kind. We have people. We had protests with crazy people like that all the time in the Missouri Capitol. Gina, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know what it was like. But we didn't throw people in jail for years. I mean, the guy put on face paint like he was going to a football game. This was not an armed overthrow of the United States government, and it's time that we stop treating it like it was.
Yeah,
Congressman, I can just see it now. You know, President Trump is the next president of the United States, and the Congressman Shaman, whatever, Jacob, whatever, there they are in the Oval Office or on Capitol Hill. Could you imagine the reaction by Rachel Maddow and all of these folks? Literally smelling salts will need to be trucked in to MSNBC at that point. But I am curious about Donald Trump and where you think, do you believe he will be the next president of the United States? Where are you? I know you support him, but do you believe he'll actually win in 2024?
Absolutely. I am a huge fan of the policies and the decisions of Donald Trump. I think he was the most successful president in my lifetime, and I can't wait to see him come in and clean house. I've extended a request to his people to do an official endorsement. I haven't heard back, but that's probably because I'm a low man on the totem pole. I'm the 435th most powerful member of Congress. So, but yeah, I think that he's awesome. I will back him all the way.
You are way in the top to us, Congressman Burleson, and your humility will get you far in life. I believe it always has, and I think it always will. Thank you so much.
Can I just ask a quick question before we go? Kevin McCarthy hasn't elbowed you. I'm just double checking. Are you okay?
That's where I was going. Yeah, watch your back when he's coming down the hallway.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, a lot of crazy things have happened. I think we all need to go home for Thanksgiving and cool off.
Sounds like maybe that's not a bad idea. And you will get to now because of this laddered CR. Congressman Eric Burleson, thank you so much for being with us.